will be some monster lifts in this session. And that should be a good lift, and it is 170 on the board.
Next on platform 1.
The next lifter from France.
Please update the lifter information.
Just waiting for the technical booth to change over to the next lifter.
Please update the lifter information on screen on platform 1.
It's always a fun and exciting first day working out all the little technical kinks. But now, Yves from France looking at 170. And the bar dips down there. And that will be a no lift. Just opening on a pretty heavy number there. Tibor Zakor from Hungary now looking for 170 as well. And well within reach. He did a 182.5 in 2017 at the European Classic Bench Press. So 170 should be a good opening lift. And it is very easy. And he gets 2 white lights on the board. Staying at 170 for Nicolas Brière from France. So he hit a 170 at the European Championships last year and at the World Bench Press Championships last year as well. Now looking to open on 170. So he's got a very flat back style of lifting, but keeps that body as tight as he can, drives it back to the top and gets it on the board at 170. We jump up to 172.5 now for Mike Burns from the US of A. The spotters and loaders just getting the blocks organised there for Mike.
Bars loaded, platform 1.
So 172.5 he did at the Raw Nationals last year, but hit a 180 at the Bench Press Nationals. So 172.5 shouldn't be a struggle for him. Another lifter that is quite flat on the bench and drives that to the top for a very smooth lift and puts it on the board with 3 white lights. Herve France from France. An awfully convenient name.
Bars loaded, platform 1. Wait, hold.
So he wants to open at 175, which is well within reason, consistently hitting 180 last year at the European Classic and World Bench Press. Another lifter that lifts raw and equipped. Hervé France with 175 on the bar. Smooth all the way through. Might get a little bit of a light for his foot there, and he does. He gets one red light. But 2 whites is enough to put it on the board. Sheridan Ray from Great Britain looking for 180.
Bar is loaded, platform 1.
So looking for 180. Also holds a record at 190.5 in the British Classic Masters Powerlifting Championship from last year. And hit 190 at the European Classic as well. And absolutely nails his opening lift at 180 and gets it on the board. Munehisa Takada from Japan looking for 182.5. I competed in 2017 at the Asian Bench Press Championships for the 170 for 3rd place. Now looking for 182.5 to open here. Just couldn't quite get through that sticking point there. We had plenty of speed off the chest, but just couldn't follow it through and make his next lift a little bit tough. Andrei Galeda from Russia, 190.
Bar is loaded, platform 1.
Looking for 190 kilograms. It's a big arch for a big man, and absolutely smokes 190.
Platform 1, good lift. Next lift.
Looking to see where he goes after that. So we're looking for Dennis Sierri from the USA now for a massive 200 kilogram opening lift. Masters 2, 93 kilos, so 50 years of age. And this man has plenty of years of experience and is very familiar with 200 kilograms, has lifted well above that, holds a Masters record as well. 222.5. So looking for what we hope is an easy 200. And it is just that, as an easy 200 there, and puts it on the board. And I don't think anyone's going to be challenging him for the gold medal today. We come around for the second round of lifting now. Jiří Horník from Czechia, 145, opened at 125. This is a monster jump to 145. And some athletes like to open very conservatively and take a big jump to their second. So 145 on the bar. and handles that without any problems at all.
Is France, 170 kilograms.
Yves Lemagnan from France now looking for 170. Proved a little too heavy on his opening lift and didn't get it on the board. I imagine they would have done a few little adjustments to his technique.
Bar is loaded, platform 1.
He's cutting his time pretty short here. He's got 35 seconds left to get everything set up. So 170 needs to get this on the board. His bar path looked a lot better on that one, and he gets that one all the way to the top and gets a good lift. And he's on the board now. Tibor Zakor from Hungary wants 175.
Bar is loaded, platform 1.
Well within reach. He's hit 182 and a half a couple of years ago at the European Classic Bench Press. And 175 looks just as good as his opening lift.
Good lift, platform 1. Next lifter,
And the head referee just giving one red light there for his foot coming off the ground.
Bar is loaded, platform
Nicolas Briere from France, 175. And a nice opening lift at 170. Now wants 175. He's having a fight, but he just couldn't quite get it there. Had plenty of speed off the chest, but just couldn't quite follow it through.
Next lifter, Burns, Mike.
Mike Burns from the US of A looking at 177 and a half now. Wants to put himself in a position to hold on to a bronze and maybe chase after a silver as well. So 177 and a half. And handles that like a professional and gets the 3 white lights.
Next lifter, Inoue Masao, Japan.
Masao Inoue from Japan now looking at 177.5. Opened at 170. Didn't seem to have any problems with that. Now jumping up to 177 and a half, which is well underneath his personal best, and he is very, very fired up for this lift. See quite a few of these lifters with a much flatter technique. He's still driving it all the way up. Did he get enough? And he gets it on the board with 2 white lights. The side referee just suggesting there might have been a dip on the bar, but the bar can come up unevenly. Hervé France from France looking at 180 kilograms. wants to go home with a medal today. Pushed a little bit forward off his chest there, but he recovered really well there and gets that on the board. We're always trying to push it a little bit backwards off the chest, and he pushed a little bit on the forward side, but he recovered very quickly. Manahisa Takeda from Japan now looking at 182.5, so he missed this on his opener. So he needs to put this on the board. He's in medal contention today. But he needs to put a lift on. Getting his shoulders under as far as he possibly can. He's using up a lot of time. And he's going to get racked. And that will be a no lift at 182.5. Just struggling to get into the groove on that one. Sharon Ray from Great Britain, 192.5, and no stranger to this sort of weight, and certainly no stranger to the platform. 8 years competing, got a personal best of 195. Just giving a little instruction to the head spotter there. Get his lift off just the way he wants it. When you're talking about these sorts of numbers, if you get that lift off, you know, an inch to one front or an inch to the back in the wrong position, it just expels so much energy for the athlete to try and get it to where they want it. Big leg drive, but just couldn't follow it through. Got good leg drive and certainly plenty of speed off the chest. It just sort of slowed down and stalled out on him now. Andre Galeta, 197.5 for Russia in the M1-93s. And he is in the gold medal seat. It doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to challenge him if he gets this one on the board. If he puts this one on the board, he will lock that gold medal up. And the big man getting that chest up as high as he can, getting as tight as possible. And he eases 197.5. And that locks up the gold medal for him and pretty much throws away the key. Dennis Sierri from the US of A looking for 202.5. So an interesting attempt selection, given his previous personal bests and how quickly 200 moved, only adding 2.5 kilos. Quite possibly competing in the equipped again later this week, so conserving a bit of energy, just doing what he has to do. He already has the gold medal locked away. It's unlikely that anyone's going to challenge that position. So he is passing on that lift by the look of it.
Stop the clock. Start it on the clock.
So it looks like he's put the 200 on the board and no one's in a position to challenge him for that gold medal. So he's going to conserve a little bit of energy for later in the week by the sounds of it. And he's done the sportsmanship thing by putting an attempt in and leaving it on the board. And that means the clock rolls for that minute. So all the athletes have that extra minute of rest. So if he actually passes and cancels his lifts, then they lose that minute's rest. So we'll let that clock roll down, and then we'll go into round 3. And of course, none of this happens without our great sponsors and Alico that have stood behind this competition for so long. Continue with great sponsorship, great support, great equipment, and just all-round fantastic support for our sport in general. Nicolas Briere from France now looking for 175. Struggled with this one on his second lift. You're going to have to get really fired up for this one. You have to really get the speed off the chest. And he gets the speed off the chest. It's moving up. It looks like he's got this one. Let's see what the referees think. And it is 3 white lights to get that on the board. Yuri Hornik from Czechia, 177.5. It's an enormous jump from 145 to 177.5. He took a huge jump from first to second, and now another huge jump to his third lift. Looking to try and sneak up the board a bit. And it was just a little bit too much of a jump to get to 177.5. Tibor Zakir from Hungary, 177.5. Currently in 4th position. But if Takeda misses his third lift, he'll sneak up into that bronze medal. 177.5. He was a clean on the 175, so only a couple more kilos. And he handles 177.5 with ease. Now he's going to be waiting very, very eagerly to see what Takeda is able to do. But right now, Masayo Inau from Japan with 180 on the bar. And he is fired up for this lift. He's just struggling on that right-hand side and just can't quite get it. And the spotters take the bar as it rolls back in his hands. Le Magnet from France looking for 180. Now this is in 4th position, well over his personal best of 170. Now 180 will keep him in 4th position. But if Burns misses 182.5, and he's just changed it to 185. And Le Magnan has changed his to 182.5.
182.5 kilograms. Bar is loaded. Platform 1.
A 12.5 kilo jump from second lift to third lift. Going to give himself a chance to sneak into the medals. And France and Burns are going to battle it out for that second and third position. And he just can't drive that 182.5. He's going to have to settle for fourth position today. He gave it everything he had. So Kida from Japan now, 182.5. He has missed his opening and his second lift. This lift will give him the bronze medal. If he misses this lift, Zakor from Hungary will sneak into the bronze medal position. Taking his time, just digging in deep. He has to get this on the board to come all this way and not get a lift. It was quick off the chest, but he just can't drive it through. And he will not register a lift today, which means the core from Hungary slides in and takes that bronze medal position. So now Hervé France from France looking for 185. So currently in the bronze medal position, but this could slide him up to the silver medal. So Burns is a little bit lighter, which means he only has to equal France's lift. So France needs to put this one on the board. He's having to work. He's not going to get there, I don't think, and he gets racked by the ref. So he will have to settle for the bronze medal. So Mike Burns now with 185, and he will take home the silver medal. He has that locked away, but now wants the 185. He doesn't want to take their silver medal on body weight. He wants to take the silver medal. And if he misses this lift, it swaps back around again. And he drives it to the top. He'll get the rack call, and he will get the lights on the board, and the head referee just saying his head lifted a little bit. But he gets 2 whites and it's on the board. So he will take, Mike Burns will take the silver medal. Dennis Sierri put in another 202.5, but will likely pass this lift as well, as the gold medal is locked up, and he is conserving energy for equipped lift later in the week. So we'll roll the clock down for a minute. And in the meantime, I'll do a big thank you to all of our fantastic sponsors. So SBD, the makers of some of the greatest equipment on the planet. And if you've used any of their equipment, you know what I'm talking about. Uplift have designed and put together a fantastic online coaching platform that brings quality coaches together with athletes all over the world. And the coaches have to actually pass through an interview process with qualifications to actually be listed as an Uplift coach. So if you're looking for a coach, get online to Uplift, and you know you are getting the best. And there's plenty of guys here coaching, including myself, that are listed on the Uplift platform. And Alico, of course, who have stood behind the IPF for such a long time now. And they just continue to raise the bar. We were lucky enough to be in Sweden as well, and we'll be in Sweden again later this year in a couple of weeks' time, the home of Alico. And we can't thank any of these guys enough. They make these competitions possible. Sheridan Ray now from Great Britain looking for 202.5. And he's currently silver medal. This lift will give him the possibility to take the gold. If he misses this lift, he will hang on to the silver. But a 202.5 puts him in a temporary position for a gold medal, waiting to see what Galeta does from Russia. So 202.5, he's been good. Can he keep it up? Sinks it deep into the chest, drives it hard, but just doesn't have the momentum. And he will settle for a silver medal. And Galeta will have it all his own way and come out for 205 and the gold medal. So he gets to come out and enjoy this last lift. He's got no pressure on him. He's got the gold medal locked away. It's tucked into his pocket. No one's going to take that off him now. Now he can enjoy 205 kilograms in front of an enormous crowd here in Tokyo, Japan. He's taking his time, sucking in as much air as he can. Taken a little extra time on this one. Really wants to put this on the board. And he gets it back to the top and still looks like he had some more in the tank. And it's a good lift to take the gold medal at 205 kilograms. So Galeta with the gold, Ray with the silver, Zakor with the bronze sneaking in there. And in the 93 kilo in the Masters 2, Sierra with 200 in the gold medal, Burns with the silver, and France with the bronze. And don't go away, because we will be right back with the medal ceremony for the Masters 1 93, Masters 2 93 kilos. And you can catch some more action on platform 2, the 93 M3s and M4s in their final round on platform 2.
Okay, Masters 1, 93 kilo men's. In third place, Zakor Tibor, Hungary, 177.5 kilograms. In second place, Ray Sheridan, Great Britain, 180 kilograms. And in first place, Galadya Andrei of Russia, 205 kilograms. Please rise for the Russian national anthem. Next, 93 kilo Masters 2 men's. In third place, France of France, 180 kilograms. In second place, Burns Mike, USA, 185 kilograms. And in first place, Cherry Heavy D Dennis, USA, 200 kilograms. Please rise for the national anthem of the USA.
Oh my God, look at this guy. Okay, good job.
Thank you, gentlemen. You may now leave the platform. Thank you. Thank you. Please stand by for the men's 93 kilo Masters 3, Masters 4 medal ceremony. Please stand by. Lifters, please assemble on platform 1 for the medal ceremony. Men's Masters 3, Masters 4, 93 kilo lifters, please assemble for the medal ceremony. For men's Masters 4, 93 kilo class, in third place we have McKenna Jim, USA, 125 kilograms. In second place, Sugizaki Mikio, Japan, 125 kilograms. Sugizaki-san, imasu ka? Imasu ka? Hai. And in first place, Hornik Jiri of the Czech Republic, 125 kilograms. Please rise for the national anthem of the Czech Republic. Next, Masters 3, 93 kilogram men's. In third, Courtenau Pierre, France, 150 kilograms. In second place, Anderson Connie, Sweden, 152.5 kilograms. And in first place, Jenkins John, USA, 152.5 kilograms. Please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you, lifters. You may now leave the platform. This concludes the medal ceremony for Masters 3, Masters 4, Masters 1, Masters 2, men's 93 kilograms.